Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, hey, my name is Brittany and I talk all things beauty here on my channel. For today's video, I've got an exciting one because it was such a good mail day. Like, I'm telling you, all these beauties came in the mail at the same time. I'm so excited. It was a struggle to determine which palettes I wanted to play with first, but ultimately I decided that I want to play with the Muse palette from Cosmetica-BRITTANYRAE first, just because I've never tried this brand and I'm really excited to test out the formula, see how it performs. But yeah, this was the winner out of the palettes that I got. All the mail came in. I was like, really? Y'all are going to do this to me? Like, ugh, it was so difficult to finally decide, but I did. Anyways, let's get into this palette, the details, all of the things. So like I said, this was my first time ever ordering from the brand and honestly it went really well. I know that this sold out really quickly. I was very fortunate and I was able to get the palette. As far as like the checkout goes, it was really simple. I was online like when this launched, and I had to wait in line for just a very few, like, I don't know, a few moments, maybe like 10 seconds, but I was really panicking during that time. I entered a friend's code. Her name is Emmy. I entered her code. I saved some money, checked out, and yeah, it shipped really quick and got to me in one piece. This baby came a long way. So far so good. I had excellent experience from ordering to shipping to the palette getting here in one piece. So far so good. And I'll also insert some swatches and maybe some close-ups of the palette, all over that. Here's the outside of the packaging up close. Here's a look of the inside of the palette up close. Also wanted to turn down the brightness so you could see the shimmers better and some of the sparkles, duochrome looks. Here are the swatches with the lights turned down low so you can see all the sparkle and shine on the shimmers. Here are those swatches with the light on so you can see the matte really good. So here are 6 of the 8 shimmers swatched on this palm. I wanted you to be able to see the reflex and the shifts to the shimmers. Here are the other 2 shimmers swatched on this hand. But this retails for, I live in the US and this retails for $23 USD, and the shipping wasn't too bad. So yeah, I was super excited about the price point, shipping, and I was able to use a code. So everything went really well. I'm just so ready to get this on my eyes and play with it because once I started swatching it, the quality was like, wow. Like, the mattes were so buttery and soft. The shimmers, they're all so beautiful. They have like such a lovely texture to them. They're bright, metallic. I'm excited. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in and we're going to start the look. I'm just peeling this off the mirror. I love this mirror. It is so huge and the quality is, it's amazing. I was surprised how good this quality is. And as far as the inside goes, there's so many different options. Like, I don't know what to go for first. I typically do not buy larger palettes, but this one is just perfect. I love greens and purples. I just feel like there is something for everybody within this one little palette. Anyways, let me fix the creases in on my lids. I want to pop into Haze first. It looks like a good transition shade. And yeah, we're going to pop that in my crease first. But man, I'm telling you, I was very, like, I didn't know what to expect. Like I said, I have never tried this brand before. And whenever I dug into it to swatch, I wish I would have filmed my first impressions, but I was just speechless. This, like I said earlier, this palette, obviously I haven't tested how it performs just yet, but just based off the swatches, yes, it's an affordable price, but that does not mean the quality is less than. This quality is really good. I can definitely see the hype now about like the Serenity palette. I ended up not picking that one up. I've always had that one on my wish list, but the Color Story, it's just not something I would reach for all the time. So I held off. I can enjoy it from afar through all of y'all's looks. But this palette, on the other hand, I love the Color Story. And like I said, honestly, it's like if you're a neutral lover, you're going to like this palette. And I think if you're a color lover, you're going to love this palette. So that says a lot how there's something for everybody. Let's see. I kind of want to mix in like this quad right here. Like, I just love how it's broken into different quads. I don't know which. I'm going to do a little bit of the pink and I might mix in a little bit of the green. But that transition shade, like, blended out in seconds. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the shade Petal, which is like a beautiful rosy pink, and just kind of help that shade blend out so we can start layering on. For like day to day, I would just go into those two shades, maybe pop into like this pinky shade. This, you know, that popular NARS blush? That's what this shade looks like with the gold reflex. I feel like you could just get such a wearable look, but I'm going to like amp it up for today's video. I kind of want to play with some of those greens. Typically, like, you could go grungy even with like this yellow and like this swampy green down here. There's so many different looks. I don't know which one to go for first. I'm going to go into the shade Admire, which is like the mustardy yellow. I just want to see if we can make it grungy. Because at first I thought this was going to be like a soft romantic palette with some pops of color, but which it could definitely be that, or you could make it grungy. Oh, yes. I'm just using lots of different shades to kind of see how they work with one another. So this is the third matte so far, and perfection. Like, I'm blown away, honestly, about this, about the quality of these mattes. Okay, I have to go with the shade Willow. It's that beautiful olive green, and see how the darker mattes perform. They're so soft, but yet you don't get kick up in the pan. So if fallout irritates you, I don't think you're going to have any issues with that regarding this formula, because I'm not noticing any fallout whatsoever, but yet they're so soft and easy to blend. Wow. I'm also going to mix those two more grungy tones, that yellow and olive green, on the lower lash line. But this matte formula, I'm surprised this palette's not like $50–$60, because it's outperforming most high-end palettes that I have tried. So do I need Serenity now? And then that beautiful colorful palette, it looks like perfect for the fall. Not fall, summer. Summer and spring. Because wow. First impression, so far so good. I want to go in with the shimmer now. Oh, they're just so pretty. They're so shifty and sparkly. Okay, I kind of want to go in with Antique right here. The texture, some of the shimmers are softer than others, and this one is like that squishy, like, not material, squishy texture that I like. Like, look at that high shine. Yeah, I'm using it. I can't help it. Woo. Or if you wanted, like, this would make it a little bit more subtle, but if you were like, honey, I want color, I want pop, instead of using the more mid-tone like I did, like a softer one, you can go with this super bright grassy green, or this one that has a little bit of blue shiftiness to it, and you could really like amp it up. But I just kind of want to go for more of a softer look. But this shimmer right here, oh, it's so good. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this eye. I'm not using any glitter glue or anything like that. I'm not, you know, spraying a brush. I'm just using my finger, and I have zero fallout whatsoever. And gosh, this quality of this mirror, like, okay, I need to push it back because I'm seeing things I don't want to see. Okay, I want to go a little bit deeper on the outer corner, so I'm going to pop in with this shade right here. Oh, but if you put that all over the lid, like, it could be bold, you know? I just want to put just a little bit. Oh, these shimmers, man. Wow. Just a little bit and blend it in with those mattes. Holy moly. So for the inner corner, I kind of want to do this fun pop of pink. It's like a white base, but it has pink in there, like pink sparkles. It looks lovely. But also, like, this matte would be really pretty in the inner corner if you like mattes. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go for the pink just to add a little bit of fun. Oh, that is so pretty. So if you were to layer this over a really dark shade, maybe like Fig or something, that's where you would really see those pink sparkles like shine. So now I'm just taking Fig, which is a really dark deep shade, and I'm going to use that to kind of help line. And then I will put on some mascara, show you the finished look, and then we can get into my thoughts on this palette. Okay, so this is the finished look, and I'm very, very happy with it. I think it looks so, so pretty. I added just a little bit of this Unearthly Cosmetics, like the satin lipsticks in the shade Angela, just to make it a little bit more purpley. I just added one little dot. Yeah, I absolutely love this look. So let me turn down the brightness so you can see the sparkle. Okay, so here are what the shades look like with this low lighting. They're very sparkly and so pretty. So I'm going to zoom you out and give you my first impressions on this palette. So it's no surprise that I had a really good first impressions with this palette. I completely understand the hype now regarding this brand because wow, these shadows really surprised me. They performed well. As far as like the packaging goes, I think that the packaging is super sleek and beautiful. It came with this like little unicorn and you can keep over the palette if you want to protect your palette. But yeah, 20 colors for $23. Are you kidding me? This performs just as good as high-end brands. I love the color story so much. I think it's so pretty. The mattes are so very soft, but you don't get fallout. The shimmers are lovely. They perform so well. I'll use, let's see, today I used 1, 2, 3 shimmers, and I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes. So I used quite a bit of shades today, and I think that they all worked well with one another. I cannot wait to continue to use this palette. Like I said earlier, I think that there is something for everybody within this palette. Obviously, like, you have to like these colors, but I think that if you're a neutral lover, this is going to be an awesome palette because you get some neutrals to tie in. I think that that's a big selling point for this palette, that it's not just all bold colors. I like how you get some of the purples, the rosy tones with some of like the browns. I think that they're like, even if you love color, you're still going to love this palette because you can get some fun, like really poppy shades in this palette. That's amazing that there's something for everybody in here. And as far as like the color story goes, I'm so impressed and so inspired because honestly, like, I didn't know exactly what I was getting because online sometimes pictures will look one way and then someone else will post it and it looks like a completely different palette. But in person, this is so much more saturated and beautiful. I love that you can get just a very everyday look, or you can get a very purpley look. You can get a grungy look if you tap in to like this kind of like yellowy mustard shade with this swampy green, olive green. You can get more of like a blue toned green look, or just keep it very soft, grassy green. Just like there's something for everybody. You could go even like a burgundy almost with like this and the pink. I am obviously very impressed. So far so good. Excellent experience. This palette is so, like, right now it's sold out. And I really did like how, unfortunately it sold out really fast, but they immediately did a pre-order. And they make sure you follow them on their Instagram because they're going to do another restock. I don't think that this is limited edition, so if you missed out on it, you can obviously get it again. They're going to do a restock, but I have nothing but excellent things to say about this. And let me just shout this mirror out again. It has got the best quality mirror I think I've ever had in my collection. Like, it's not something I really notice about a mirror, like, oh, that's a good mirror, or oh, that's a bad mirror. But this one, I'm like, this is a good mirror. Okay, anyways, I love everything about this palette. What more could I say? You're gonna have to let me know, were you able to pick this up, or did you miss it? Are you gonna shop your stash? Do I need the other two? Because this is a high-end palette, man, with a drugstore pricing. I'm telling you, like 23. I feel like if you go to like Pixie or Milani, some of those palettes are getting like on up there. So this is near high drugstore prices, you know, with high-end quality. So if you have always wanted to try excellent quality shadows for an affordable price, I think that you would really like this brand. Obviously, this is just a first impressions, but I used quite a few of shades in here. And they all, I mean, they performed so well. So definitely let me know, what were your thoughts on this palette? What's your thoughts on the brand? What do I need to try? Also want to order some of their brushes for my daughter. They are so pretty and fun. Like, they have like water looking stuff, and if like you move it, you know, it like does cool stuff. I'm very excited about this palette. I feel so inspired just looking at it. The packaging, like, it's so pretty. So I cannot wait to continue to play with this. And I also have these two palettes that I need to film with and show some love. I'm excited to try these. So definitely make sure you are subscribed before leaving today. But that's going to do it for today's video. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're doing well. I hope that you are healthy, happy, and safe. Stay beautiful. Bye, guys.